This morning, a face-off on Facebook. The social networking website is under fire for its policy on photos of women breastfeeding their children. CBS News correspondent Michelle Gielan reports.
It's become a ubiquitous part of our social and professional lives, the place where millions go online to see and be seen. But Facebook says pictures like these go too far.
It's natural and it's what you do to feed babies.
In November, the company pulled 2 photographs posted by one of its users, Heather Farley. Later that month, while on Facebook, Farley noticed a new Facebook group called Hey Facebook, Breastfeeding is Not Obscene. Nearly 90,000 users have joined the group.
We're women who are feeding our babies.
Last Saturday, Farley led a much more modest number of protesters outside Facebook's Palo Alto headquarters. Facebook responded in a statement saying users are not permitted to show a fully exposed breast, saying, quote, "We take no action on the vast majority of breastfeeding photos because they follow the site's terms of use. These policies are designed to ensure Facebook remains a safe, secure, and trusted environment for all users, including the many children who use the site." Facebook was created in 2004 by Harvard student Mark Zuckerberg in his dorm room. It initially accepted students exclusively, but in 2006 it expanded to allow people of all ages to join, and it quickly became one of the most popular social networking websites in the world, with more than 140 million active users. Now, the website, with a meteoric rise in popularity, finds itself in the midst of an online uprising over what's permissible on a person's page. Michelle Gielan, CBS News, New York.
The website has pulled photos of breastfeeding, saying that users are not permitted to show a fully exposed breast. We have 2 guests with us. Andy Silverman is author of Mama Knows Breast, and New York University professor Jeff Jarvis, who is author of What Would Google Do? Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
The first question that occurred to me is who owns Facebook, Jeff?
Mark Zuckerberg, his fellow founders, and their investors.
In other words, you and I don't, Facebook users don't.
I would take it if I could, but we can't own the stock. No.
So I guess if it's their website, they have the right to accept or deny anything they want, don't they?
But is it really their website? In a sense, Facebook is owned by its members and its users, and that's really what the internet is about, is we own the internet now. And so the problem they're stuck in is a few people complain, and what does Facebook do? When there are thousands and thousands of people who really feel they own Facebook, and they felt as if they were done wrong.
Andy, what do you think Facebook should do, since so many people have complained?
Well, I think what you're seeing is people get very attached to their pages, and they put up pictures of their kids. They show their kids learning to walk, learning to ride a bike, and in some cases, they're showing pictures of their babies breastfeeding, and this is something that they're very proud of and that they feel good about, and they want to share with their family and friends. And I think they're just astounded that Facebook would even take this position in the first place, because breastfeeding isn't something sexual. It's natural, and it's what our bodies were intended to do.
But people who are opposed to it say kids are on Facebook, and natural or not, they call breastfeeding and exposing a breast indecent.
We can't find ourselves in a position in society where we have a least common denominator of acceptability, that if anyone can complain about anything, then everything is forbidden. That just doesn't work, especially in the era of the internet, in Google and Facebook, when all of us become publishers. And all of us have this right to speak. So I think Facebook finds itself in a position where a few people complained, but then tens of thousands of moms complain back, and they're stuck in the middle. What they really have to find is a way to find the true community standards, and that's not the standard of just a few complainers.
So whose job is it to make sure that the kids don't look at pictures that some people think are indecent?
I think ultimately it's parents who should be watching their kids, but the bottom line is that breastfeeding isn't indecent, and in almost every state in this country, women have the right to breastfeed in public, and they can do that. They don't have to stay home all day if they choose to breastfeed their kids, and so why shouldn't they be able to share these pictures? There are a lot of other things on Facebook that are pretty surprising and other people might find objectionable, and I think that's why these moms are saying, what's the big deal?
Right. Some people might wonder why these moms would want to share something so intimate with everybody.
Well, they're proud of it, and they know that they're giving their kids a really great start in life. I mean, formula is good, but it's an approximation of breast milk. It comes as close to breast milk as possible, but breastfeeding is really the gold standard. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends exclusive breastfeeding. No solids, no water, no juice for 6 months, and then after that, breastfeeding for at least a year. So this is something that's universally recognized.
Okay, we got to leave it there. We'll see what happens. Thank you both. News.